Hello, welcome to another toneless landscape oil painting demonstration with your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy, and welcome to day 3 of the Past Masters series. Now, this is a painting that is the painting I did is a study after Charles Appel, and oh my goodness. What is the name of this painting? It is called Marsh Landscape. Now, I've done several studies after Chuck. And yeah, I love his colors and his composition, but his trees are kind of different. His whole style is kind of different, and he's not even really. I think I just came across his work back when I was looking for stuff in the 100 Days of Tonalism, and he's not even in my tonalism book, History of American Tonalism by David A. Cleveland. I don't think he's even mentioned in there, but he's definitely a tonalist, and he was definitely working in that same time period. And it's been a while since we talked about him, so I thought I'd give you a little biographical information about Chuck. And Charles P. Appel, 1857 to 1928. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Charles Appel is known for romantic landscapes and marine paintings in tonalist and impressionistic styles. He was a pupil of blah 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 and William Merritt Chase. Wow, pretty lucky guy if he had William Merritt Chase as a teacher, because William Merritt Chase was a great artist. The major influence on his career, however, was George Inness, and as it should be, because George Inness is really the best. Yeah, pretty much the best. Anyway, it's kind of like, who's my best friend? Who's my favorite painter? Usually it's George Inness. If you woke me in the middle of the night and said, quick, who's your favorite painter? I'll go George Inness. Yeah, but then I might think, I really love Francis Murphy too. And sometimes I'm looking at a Warren Eaton and maybe he's my favorite, but anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because every artist is different and does different work, and some things hit you one way, when you're in one mood, and a different way when you're in a different mood, things like that. Anyway, getting back into Charles here, most of his life was spent in East Orange, New Jersey, from where he was active in New York art circles and was elected a member of the Salamungi Club in 1906. He studied his work is in the collections of Not much information about this guy. As a matter of fact, this is a gallery that's probably sold a few of his paintings, and who knows what they go for. But I tell you what I like about Charles Appel is like all the different colors he puts in his skies. I just think it's amazing. And this study I did was relatively soon after I'd switched over to the burnt umber ground, and I wouldn't say I was struggling, but I would say it was like kind of in a different place, different territory. I was being forced to work a bit of a different way, which is good sometimes, especially since I'd been painting on the burnt sienna for years and years and years, and so just something like changing a ground color was pretty significant change for me. And now, of course, I'm working a lot with texture and things too, so that's another big change. Two big changes this year. Now, you may have noticed we already went past 3 minutes, so that makes me a liar, because I said I was gonna put all the full-length Past Masters up on the Patreon, and I just I decided to go with the Patreon in a moment of I don't know what to call it, just a fit of angst, I guess. I think it is a great idea, and I certainly deserve to have my work sponsored by patrons. However, that, along with almost any other marketing initiative I've been involved with, I've decided to back off and really concentrate on getting a good education in marketing before I make any more moves. So you'll be happy to hear that I'm not going to be, asking you for anything. You can just sit here and sop up the information and enjoy it like you always have. That said, if you feel like, giving me something, I might turn on the donation feature that's available on YouTube. I just saw that the other day when I was messing around. So, in fact, I will turn that on. I'll turn that on today. And if you feel like, oh geez, I like Mike. I love his videos, and I want to give something to him. Maybe a nice Christmas present, like you would give the mailman, a fruitcake or something. You could send me a fruitcake, or you could give me enough money maybe for a cup of coffee or something. Anything you would do would be appreciated, of course. And I know how it is. We're all kind of in the same boat these days, and pretty much what my plan is right now is just to go back to the 5 short videos during the week, 3 to 5 minutes, whatever. And then the past masters, this is going to be 11 minutes today. It could be even less sometimes. 8 minutes is sufficient. You noticed maybe at the beginning that I was missing the drawing stage of this painting that we're doing with Appel today. But speaking of, I mean, look at all these cool colors that are going down. It's nuts. The thing, he just had this amazing color sense, and it's so fun making studies after his work. I guess where I would fault Appel is that his trees seem kind of wonky to me. In fact, if you want to see what the original looked like, you can just tip on over to my blog, which is on my website, landscapepainter.co.nz, and or you could search for what's it called, something Marsh. Well, the title will be, of course, in the video by the time I get this thing up on YouTube, and you see it there, hopefully. But the thing, Appel is just not one of the guys that made it very far, and if it's maybe because his drawing was kind of funky and off, but his colors sure were great. And I think this study actually looks amazing, if I don't say so myself. And in a lot of ways I have a lot of empathy and I resonate with Appel because I feel like he had a sort of similar approach to color as I do on more recently. I mean, in fact, this is Friday today. I'm pre-recording this because I'm going to go be running some errands tomorrow, so I won't have a chance to do this. This is Friday, though, December 8th. And, geez, I thought it was the 7th, too. Wow. We not much left in this year, folks, but like I say, it's been a pretty awesome year for me, especially I feel like I'm really getting a handle on the painting, and the other stuff, the marketing and stuff, well, that'll all fall into place too. I have no fear about that, and you don't need to worry about it either. Just focus on doing your own work if you're a painter, or if you're somebody that just likes watching these videos. Just chillax and enjoy. Okay, looks like we just went to the second pass here. Don't know what I'm going to do. A little bit of glazing, very light though. Sometimes, the thing about a glaze, a nice light glaze, is it does just kind of help pull things together, especially in a painting like this where you have, he's using like a lot of different colors. And one of the things that caught my eye, I know I was going after when I was doing this second pass, was like, I was concerned about some of the skinny weirdness of that cloud that you see me painting over right now. So you saw me kind of address that with a little bit of dry brushing and just kind of getting it to be less eye-catching. And so much what I do is really about that. I'm looking at things and analyzing things. The things that I want to catch your eye are things that should be catching your eye, not dabs of paint that are too relatively bright to be looking good with the areas around them. That's for one. And for two, oh, problems in drawing, problems with values. There's so many ways to go wrong. There really is. And like I say, oh, you know, I mean, I think one of the ways that Appel kind of was, these trees are funky. They are. It didn't stop me from doing. I've done like, this is study number 4 or 5 of Appel, and yeah, I mean, he's good. I wouldn't mind owning one of his paintings. Well, I have several studies of his paintings. Anyway, all rambling aside, we're getting pretty close here. Hey, check out my website, landscapepainter.co.nz. Like I said several times recently, the old Blogger blog is history. It's still there. You can still access it. In fact, you can access it through my site. I'll leave it up, of course, but if you go to my site in the little, headings there, you'll see blog. If you click on that, you'll see there's new blog and old blog. New blog, of course, is where I'm posting new things, and the old blog is just an iframe with a, the old Blogger blog in it. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to roll out some pretty awesome painting of some types. So come on back now, you hear? And meanwhile, take good care and stay out of trouble.